everybody. So back in the shop here, you guys just saw we put the car up on the chip there and made some boost. We're gonna go ahead and do that again here in just a little while, but so stay tuned. But right now we're just knocking out a bunch of different projects here in the shop, getting the car ready for Lights Out 13 in South Georgia Motorsports Park. And before that, about a week from today, we will be actually going to the hub dyno to throw the car back on the hub dyno. Behind me, you see, actually this is one of the new things we're putting up on the website. This is one of our garage banners that we had made there. We have our Bad Influence Garage logo, our AFCO Paradigm Automotive 1320 marketing. These will be up on the website soon here. These will be running about 25 bucks. If you want to go ahead and support us and have the Bad Influence Garage deal up in your garage, go ahead and visit the website right here below, badinfluencegarage.com, and pick one of those up. Pop is over here. We're just about to go to the rear of the car. We've been working on a single, so one parachute mount for the back of our car to drop a little bit of weight. So back here, this is real quick. I'm gonna pull it from Pop here. This is an air launcher chute. You guys have seen these before. We've talked about it when we built the car in the original build series from about 2 years ago. You can go back and take a look. But basically it applies CO2 or nitrogen or compressed air, whatever you use for your vehicle, and it throws the parachute out. So when you pull the pin, it throws it out into the air. Well, instead of having two of these on there, we want a single one for weight, so we can get as close to our minimum weight. So we're gonna go ahead and we need to get a couple of mounts made for this to hold it up. And since it's kind of hard to do all of that, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hold this up. Dad's going to get some of the mounts kind of, he's got
kind of visualized in.
Visualized in. We'll get it all tacked up. You guys can see Al's gonna continue to make some adjustments. What we did is we got these bars onto our mounting cups kind of tacked in place here, so that way he can continue to make his bars, make his adjustments. These only have a few tacks on there, so that way we're still able to possibly move things around. So Al's gonna continue with this. We're gonna move to the front of the car. I'm gonna show you guys some travel limiters. We're actually gonna be making our own this year. So up front here, it's gonna be a little bit tough to see because we have the turbo kit and everything in the way. But we are going to be getting rid of our chain style limiters here. We just couldn't get them in a really good spot to have them, so it would be running parallel with the shock and the actual travel that we're trying to limit. So we've already put in this is a 3/8 nutsert up top here, and then we're going to weld on our tabs below. This is going to be able to stop it just like that. And as you see here, we have multiple holes that we have milled in to be able to fine tune our adjustments. We are going to be able to fine tune how much travel we have on this car, depending on if we're on a big tire or a radial or anything else. But we're gonna run it from here down to the control arm on both sides. But we need to actually make these pieces first. We have all the steel, we have everything to make them, we have all the ends. Let's go over to the mill and show you guys exactly what we're going to be doing. All right, so now that we're over at the mill, I want to show you guys a little bit of what we did on our test piece, what we're going to be using for our actual, raw materials, and then we'll go ahead and start getting this going on there. What we have is a 1/4 inch quick release pin on here, all right? With the 1/4 inch quick pin, 250 is going to be our measurement on there. We have to then take into consideration our inside sliders, what we're gonna call this, all right? So the inside slider needs to have a hole that is 250 or as close to that as possible without being too small. But we can't just go a 1/4 inch from each other because then the holes are gonna stack on top of each other and then we'll just have a slot. So we've found on here, these are about, if I remember correctly, about either 450 or 500 thou apart. The closer our holes are on here, the more fine adjustments we can have for our travel limiters on there. What we are using is a chromoly. So we have a chromoly here that is going to slide inside of this chromoly tubing here. Nice and tight, and that's going to slide that way. The other thing that we are doing is the groove that we put into here is going to be 5/16 slot that we're using on our mill. And we actually mill through it all at the same time and then go through there. we go 5/16 versus just a standard 1/4 inch. That way we don't have that quick pin hang up at all in here. So it has that little bit of wiggle, but it's going to stay there. So Al and I are taking a look here. These are the chains that we're going to be taking off. And we have our tabs for our mounts already kind of made here. And we did a nut cert up into the frame, so that way you can follow this down and you'll see here is where the one goes into the other. That's where we're sitting on this. We're gonna go ahead and get the welder over here, and we're going to weld the mounts onto the lower control arms, and then we're gonna take the welder to the back of the car where Al's been continuing to work on the parachute and get some pieces tacked and welded up for him as well. So you guys just saw we got our outer milled out. You guys can see how we kind of do that. We're at full droop right now, so like right now we could, the pin would be like right here stopping it. So we just need to go ahead and drill out the center one, but we want to put this down all the way with the weight on there and get a couple of marks, make sure that we're going to have enough travel. So if we need to raise the front end, we'll have enough in here, and if we need to lower it some more, we'll have enough in here, and then we're gonna go ahead and mill out all the holes on the center one. Morning everybody. We finished up some stuff last night and have to finish up some more today. One of the things we finished up was this rear parachute mount. So I want to show you kind of what we were going for on this. As you see, single chute on here now. Pretty excited about that. Dropped a bunch of weight. Our mounts here to come up and then down to here. We tried to keep everything as light as possible. So we still have the single air launcher. This entire steel piece that we made for the mount itself, we tried to make everything as small as possible on the backside. The whole idea was just to drop as much weight as we can, whether it's 3 pounds here, 2 pounds there, it all adds up. And now we put this back on here, guys. Take a look at that. So we have all of our adjustments right here. we can move our pin right through. And we can even take, if we have to, pull the pin out and we can turn the bottom here, you know, by half turns like that. And we can fine tune everything that way as well. So that's our new travel limiters. Hopefully you guys might have learned a little bit there. It is something that we can build for you here in-house for Paradigm Automotive. You can always drop me an email, greg@badinfluencegarage.com. Okay, so we're about to fire up the car to do the boost building we were just talking about. But for all of our viewers and everybody who's not from Minnesota or up north or anything, I want you to understand this. What's the temperature outside right now? It's 2 degrees in Brainerd, Minnesota. We're about to open this door so that way we don't, you know, kill ourselves with all the methanol fumes. And it's snowing out. We do all of this because we love racing that much. So all of you guys who are down south and who've been talking, oh no, we got snow in North Carolina, an entire half an inch for half a day. Yeah. That's actually condensation from the methanol and everything. So when we go on the trans brake and after it warms up, you see it leave. And during the summertime, it leaves much quicker because we don't have that cold air coming in from outside. There you have it, guys. That this is still warm after that, but you can hear that thing popping really hard when we're pulling that timing out, and that's because it was still down in the boost. So what was happening is it hit, you know, 4,500 RPM on the rev limiter, but it hadn't gotten to the targeted boost, so it was still popping out the exhaust until it got up there, and I believe it helped. This engine is just running perfect. We had a little bit of compression on here, so it's hitting really, you know, really good at idle, and it sounds awesome. Turbo spooling up really nice. We are super excited to head to the dyno, and we will be heading up there in the next few days. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing. I appreciate it so much. I can't even tell you. We're up. We're close to like 1,100 subscribers. We just hit 1,000 like a little while ago. So thank you guys for subscribing. Make sure you visit the website below here. We have the new banners up. We also going to have a few other things coming up very, very soon. All of the stuff is just a slow process for these new items that are going on the website. And until next time, guys, be safe out there.